Now the third video is example number 2, using the distributive property to solve an equation. So let's look at this equation. The equation is -2 times x minus 5 is equal to 3 times parentheses 4 minus x. When we solve equations, you need to make sure that you don't have parentheses. Sorry, and to remove parentheses, you're going to use a distributive property. So -2 will be distributed to x and -5. 3 will be distributed to 4 and -x. You may pause a video to distribute this on your own. You can resume to check your work. If not, you can follow along. So if I distribute this, you're going to distribute -2 to x, and then you have -2 again. This time you're multiplying to -5 is equal to now 3 times 4. Now 3 is a positive 3, so positive 3 times -x. -2 times x is -2x. -2 times -5 is positive 10. Negative times negative is positive, so you have positive 10 is equal to 3 times 4, that's 12. 3 times -x, which is like -1x. And 3 times -1 is -3, so you're going to have minus 3x. So now you finally have an equation with variables on both sides. You have -2x, that's a variable on left side, -3x, that's a variable on the right side. My goal is I'm going to have variable on the left side and number on the right side, meaning I'm going to have to get rid of that -2x. I'm going to add 2x both sides. But if you have noticed, what happens is I'm going to be getting rid of -2x, meaning that I'm not going to have variable on one side. On the left side, I'm going to actually have variables on the other side. So sometimes this can happen. You may choose the steps that you take may take you to um, something other than what you're trying to do, but that's okay. I can now just have variable on the right side and number on the other side. Okay, it doesn't really matter which side you start. You just start with one and then you will move on to the other side. In this case, now I just have positive 10, which is a number, and I have 12. -3 plus 2 is -1, so -1x. And now I'm going to remove 12 by subtracting 12 and then do the same thing on the other side. And now I have these 12 minus 12 cancels out. 10 minus 12 is -2. -2 is equal to -1x. Now, -1 times x, you have to use a division, divide both sides by -1. Then x will be positive 2. That is your solution. Now, I'm going to show you how to check your solution one more time. You don't have to write this in your notes. You can just follow along with me. You can fast forward the video, and at the end you can just check how it's done. That's okay as well. Once again, you do not have to write this. So those of you who did not listen to the entire video, you might have written it down just because it's on the video, but you do not have to. Okay, so to check our work, we have -2. Now instead of x this time, you're going to write 2 because x is 2. 2 minus 5 equals 3 times 4 minus Instead of x, you're going to write 2. Then 2 minus 5, you have to do the parentheses first. 2 minus 5 is negative 3. So here you have negative 2 times negative 3 on the left side. And you have 3 times 4 minus 2 is positive 2. Negative 2 times negative 3 is 6. 3 times 2 is 6. Our left side, right side are the same. So yes, we have checked that x equals 2 is solution. Okay, very good. And please move on to example number 3, which is the next video.